Hi everyone, it's Tammy from Frou-frou Studio. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I am ready to get back in the craft room, so I hope you'll join me. So today I am working on a journal. Um, it's going to be an altered book, and I've already altered the book and got it ready, and I've created the cover, and it's just a book that I found at the thrift store, and I ripped my pages out, glued them together, and did several processes on the cover. I used some Tim Holtz oxides and some gesso and some die cuts and some paint splatters and all kinds of stuff to create this cover, and I'm really like the way that it turned out. And I am going to be using Luise Heinzl's Vintage Winter Birds for this. I'm thinking that I'm saying that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, is Vintage Winter Birds. But it's a beautiful kit, and I already have a lot of it cut down. But it's got these beautiful birds, and they're very wintry, cool setting. You can see everything is kind of these blues and purpley tones. And there are some blacks in there. And then I've got some scraps of scrapbook paper that I want to incorporate along with it. And it's a really nice kit. It has, tags for you to cut out. It has some really cute little bingo cards, some belly bands, some circles, just all kinds of some little pockets, all kinds of stuff that you can put in the journal. And then, like I said, I threw some scrapbook papers out here that I thought may or may not go. But what I want to do today is I want to create a tag that I saw. I watched the video for last night on Facebook, and I apologize that I cannot remember for the life of me right now who it is, and I said that I was going to write it down before I started the video, and I did not. So I will be sure and put credit her in the comments or the description box below, because this is not my idea, but I thought it was so cute, so I thought I would make one for this altered book journal that I'm working on. And so I kind of worked out my own dimensions for what I wanted to do. So if you're going to follow along, or if you want to go ahead and cut out your pieces, pause the video and cut out your pieces, you are going to need, and I use just cardstock for this, and you could use anything to make your tags. And basically what we're going to do is like a stacked tag. But you'll need 2 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 6. You'll need 1 piece that is 2 3/4 by 5. And then you'll need 1 piece that is 3/4 by 2 1/2, which is this piece, I believe. Yes. And then you'll need 2 pieces, I'm sorry, that are 2 1/4 by 4, which are these. And you'll need one piece that is 3 by 5, which is this one. believe. I'll have to be sure and get all these right before I start covering them, so that I'm sure that I'm covering the right thing here. Okay, so we're going to have these two stacked together, and then this one will stack on top of that one. No, I'm wrong. This one will be inside of this one. This one will stack on top of that one. This one will stack on top of that one. This will be a pocket here. And this will be inside this pocket. Okay, so that's what we're going to end up with when we get done. So the first thing we want to do is glue these two pieces together and decide which side we want to open. I think I'm going to have it open on this side just because. There's no really reason. So I am going to glue 3 sides with my art glitter glue. And get it all over my glass mat, obviously. Like that. And I've left it open here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is cover the front of this. Now, if you're not going to glue it all the way down in your book, like if you want to clip it in so that you have access to the back, then you would want to cover the back, or if you wanted to put writing space on the back, you could do that. I'm going to, I think, glue mine down because we're going to have so many other writing places when we get done with this. Alright, so for this back piece, I am going to, I believe, use this bingo card. Because if you'll remember, we're going to have, not that one, we're going to have a pocket that goes right there. So I'm going to just glue that at the top and then maybe do a little collage on the bottom. I'm not going to worry about trimming my pieces right now, and actually I'm going to use glue stick on this. A glue stick will be, if I can get my pen back in. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I had an excellent Christmas, and I am sad that it's over. It always seems to go too quick. But I'm also excited to get back in my studio and start making again. You get in the habit of doing stuff and it just feels weird when you're not making stuff. And my shop's getting really low on inventory, so I gotta get some stuff done, people. So, while I wasn't doing anything though, I was debating what I was going to do for the new year, and of course I'll still keep on making journals and my normal ephemera type things that I do, but I believe that I am going to do a limited series of tags. I'm going to do 3 a month. That will be signed and numbered, and They will all go together in one way or another, but not necessarily be matchy-matchy to each other. So if you choose to purchase those, by the end of the year, you will have a full set of 12 tags that are numbered and signed. I'm only going to do 3 each month. And I probably will do those like the last week of the month for the following month. So if it goes as planned this weekend, I would theoretically do the ones for January. Hopefully. That's what's going to happen. So, something if you're interested to be looking out for. I think that will be fun for me. And I hope you guys think that's a fun idea and think that's something you would be interested in. And some of them probably won't do a zipper tag like every month, but some of them will definitely be zipper tags. I don't know if I want to put that on there. I might do a zipper tag every other month or something like that. This is just a little Tim Holtz journal card, but I think it's really cute, and the colors go well. But what else do I want to do with that? I just, excuse me, got out some things to try out that I thought might work, and we'll just play around with those a little bit and see what we come up with. Got a stamp. Okay, first of all, let's stamp this. I've got a little, just a little scripty stamp here. This is black soot. I didn't want a really black. I like black soot because it's more to the gray. I mean, it is black, but it's not. It's worked out because that makes that not look so just blank sitting there. I think I need that may be all I need. Unless I want to put some, I've got some music right here, and this particular music is just a piece of scrapbook paper, actually, but it's small, and I wanted the music notes to be smaller on this so that they're not so overwhelming. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's ink all this up. It's pardon my reach, and that's the wrong one. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera. My camera, that's still the wrong one. My camera arm, I don't know if it's about to wear out or what the deal is with today, but when I was trying to set up I'll say my camera, and it's my phone. When I was trying to set it up, it kept sliding down. So I may have to get a new, oh, I don't want to do that yet because I gotta glue it on here. I may have to get a new arm before long, because it sure... Oh, look, there's birds on that side. I like that too. No, we already have a bird. We're not going to do that. Okay. Back to original plan. Camera arm. Slipping. I don't know. Don't know. It may be just wearing out and ready to bite the dust. And this is a different glue stick than I was using a minute ago, because this one's new. I set it over here because I knew the other one was about to run out. So did anybody get anything cool for Christmas? Crafty wise? My husband got me a really cool cabinet. It's an old, like a desktop stationary cabinet that came from a business up north. It's wood, and it's got, I think it's got 4 or 5 drawers in it. It's really cool. I haven't decided where I'm gonna put it yet. And then he also got me a little container of keys, like antique keys. There are all kinds of keys, suitcases, and you know, all flat keys. So I'm real excited about those and to use those in journals coming up. He always does really good. He knows what I like. I'm almost feeling like it needs something a little lighter colored to kind of break that up a little bit. And the other color in the kit is this. It does have some of these colors. This beigey, kind of gray beigey color. Maybe I'll put, I've got some cheesecloth. Is that gonna break it up? That might break it up a little bit. Let's put some of that down. I just want to do kind of a little bit of a cluster going on there. And I don't even know that I need this whole ticket. I feel like it's overwhelming everything. Something like that, I think. Yep. So I'm going to use the 3-in-1 glue to glue down this cheesecloth. And then this ticket, because it's on top of the cheesecloth. And actually this one too. Might as well do them all since I already have it out. Bring that out just a little. Okay, so that's gonna go on here as a pocket. And I think I'll do a little thumb notch in it just so you know it's a pocket. Whew, shot at me. Let's ink. Oh my gosh, that paper ink's really pretty. Should have known that though, it's Tim Holtz, right? Okay, and then let's ink around this. And this is not a white, and so I don't mind not doing anything to the back of it except leaving it how it is. So if I do decide that I want to have a place for writing instead of just gluing it down, it's still going to be fine. Okay, whoops. Okay, let's glue this on with our glitter glue. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We have a pocket here, and we have a pocket here. So our next step is going to be to make the tag that goes on top of that. Make sure and get the right one, which I believe is this one. Yes. And so we need to cover this one. And again, I'm just going to worry about covering the front. That one's going to go on the next layer because I'm going to do scrapbook paper on this one. And I think I'm going to do this one. And then do I want to, because this one is going to sit on the top of this. So I want something, and I've got to watch my bulkiness as well because it is an altered book. And so I have to watch what I'm doing and not make things too thick. And so a lot of the, I am all thumbs. So a lot of the color and so forth in this particular journal will be in the papers and not so much in the layering and stuff like I normally do, just because I don't want everything to get too thick. Okay, so there's that one. Let's ink that up. I don't even mind that that is just plain paper with the design, and the reason I say that is because when it goes on here, like this, there's going to be another layer directly on top of that. So, is that the right piece? See, I didn't mark my pieces, and I should have, because now I'm confusing myself. And then this one goes in here. Yeah, and this one goes in there. Okay, yes, this is the right piece. And I think on this piece, I'm going to use part of Luise's paper and do this pretty little bird. Or this. Do I want this one? I think I want that bottom one. I like the way it's turned out. Okay. Tear that off. I've quit keeping my glue pages. They're going in the recycle bin because I just can't. I don't have room for any more. Right now, so all right, so this is the top layer. So we have that. And I'm thinking I'm going to put a little label there. I truly cannot hold on to a thing today. All right, so now what we have left is we have the card that's going to go in the pocket, the first pocket we made. And you know, that is almost the exact same size. So I think I'm just going to use this card. This is a Tim Holtz card, and it is a thick card. And so I think rather than covering anything, I'm just going to use this ready-made one and just bedazzle it up a little bit. Now, I do have a couple of birds that were in my birds, fussy cats, that would work. One of them is this one. And the other one I think is probably too big for this little card. Yes, it is. So we will save that. And then I also have these, which are actually part of the set. I don't like that with the crown. And then we, of course, have another label. Don't mind that. this looks in here. Make sure it fits. I'm pretty sure it will. You know, I don't mind it not having anything on it. I think I'm not going to put anything. That's what I believe. I'm just in a very minimalist mood today. But I know I have to keep this fairly flat. It's part of it. See, and I don't really want another bird because I have a bird here. But I could do just a little bit of collaging and kind of break that solid blue up a little bit. So what's everybody's plans for the new year as far as journaling goes? I'm going to do those tags, as I said, and I've got a couple of journals I'm working on. And I think I am going to do the Marguerite Miller challenge again this year with the collages. I really enjoyed that last year. I got a late start last year, so it'll be fun to start on time. I'm telling you, I think I'm just liking the plain blue, especially since it's the middle layer. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So the only thing we have left now is the card that goes inside. And I think I'm going to use this paper for that. This is out of the kit. And I encourage everybody to go look at that kit. It is so pretty. Luise does some amazing digital work. She's quite the artist. I just completed the ephemera ember. I know I'm not saying that right. The collaboration that she had with Barbara at 49 Dragonflies for each day in December, and it was a whole lot of fun. And so I have a whole journal's worth of ephemera, so I'm going to be working on putting a journal together for that. It's amazing how many pieces that you can make in a challenge like that, and it's so fulfilling when you're done and you have all this really cool stuff that you can put into a journal. I did not do mine Christmas intentionally because I wanted to use it in a future journal, and I tried to coordinate it all to kind of go together so that it could be used together. So I'm real excited to put it all in a journal. I'm just messing with some pieces that I have here laying on my desk. Where'd that bird go? Where did that birdie go? There he is. going to do just a little collage on this one because I don't want everything to be plain. And I'm going to try to keep it to where it's fairly flat. I'm not even going to... Oh no, don't stick to that. Worry too much about trying to lay it out and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to do it. Sometimes you just got to go with it. And be happy with how it comes out. I actually want a little black on that, I think. I'm going to use maybe a little piece of this. This is also just scrapbook paper. It's a little 4x6 kit. I think it's 4x6 that I got picked up probably at Hobby Lobby or somewhere. It was an all black and white little kit. My main reason for using this label is, I don't know about you guys, but when you fussy cut a bird out of a book, most of the time the birds are on limbs or trees, and I think when you fussy cut them out, it just looks really strange for them to just be hanging on this little random branch. And so I always try to, I hope you guys can see, I'm cluttering up my table. So I always try to do a little something to kind of camouflage that little ending thing there that really has no purpose. And so if you will put something over the top of the very end, whether it be a label or a sentiment or something like that, then in my opinion, it makes it look a little more cohesive and not so strange that there's just a random branch sticking there. Okay, and let's look at a word or words to put on there. Do this one. I think this is a good philosophy for the coming year. It says, be in love with your life. And I think we all need to do that a little more. Well, that's strange. The paper is coming off the back of that. So I'm going to take a little art glue and put on there. Not had one do that before. And then I'm going to reinforce this with smart glitter glue just because I don't think these stick very well. Sorry for holding it up, but I want to make sure I'm getting it on there straight. Okay. And then I also want to put a tab on this one so that we can pull it out for our little pocket. So let me put it in here and see about where I need to put it. I did not cut this all the way to the top because I want to poke a hole in it so it looks like a tag. And so I wanted to make sure that I had enough room to do that. Alright, so I have some choices. Do a little short audition here. I don't want to cover up his nose, his beak. The beak's going to be right where that tab goes, so we'll have to really put it on the very edge. Maybe cut that little tab down a little bit. I'm thinking I like this one. So I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. So I can squeeze it on there and not cover up his nose so much. And then I'm going to ink it up and glue it. Okay, so we'll give that a minute to dry. That's our card for the inside. I kind of want something inside there, but I don't have another stamp or anything over here, I don't think. I'm looking in my little, oh look, I do. Okay, we're gonna put that there. Blue and everything. And then I brought over my little cancellation stamp. I don't want to do it upside down. I think it goes this way. There we go. All right, so what's left to do is we're going to trim our corners and poke our holes. So we are going to just trim the corners, and you could round the corners as well. The video that I watched, she did 2 sets, and she rounded one, and she did this to one. So either way looks really good and works really well. So whichever you prefer. I think that's totally your call. I just prefer for a tag to have, for it to have the angled corners or the little You know, like the ones where you get when you do the punch that has the little circly looking thing. Okay. Put the top on that before I drag something through it. Put the pin in my glue. Oops, don't squeeze it. Okay, get my glue book out of the way. Alright, so we've got all that ready to go now. We're going to poke our holes. Now I am going to try to line these up, poke them all at the same time, and the only way that you could theoretically do this in an even attempt to get all three of them at the same time is to use the crocodile. So that's what I'm going to do. But I want to do that because I want all my holes to line up in the right place. And I'm too lazy to measure. The center of each one of them. So I'm just going to, so please, if you guys want to measure, please feel free to do so. I didn't at all get my little edges the right angle there. So let me do that first, because that's going to drive me crazy. I want these to have the same angle, even if it's not as wide, because they are laying on top of each other. There we go. That looks much better. Okay. All right, here we go. And it did it. Okay, so now we're going to put some little hole reinforcers on there, and I'm just going to do the top one because that was good. That was like not even close. To be honest, the only purpose of doing this is because I like the way it looks. This is plenty sturdy enough paper and backer that the holes are not gonna, actually I'm gonna do all of it. The holes are not gonna go anywhere. I might put a tab on the top of that too. What do you think? No, maybe not. I keep telling myself I'm going to do stuff, and then I'm like, it's going in an altered book. You can't make it too thick. So, nope. Changed my mind. Alright. So, she put a bulb pin in hers. which I think is a great idea, but I'm worried about, well, I guess it'll be all right. Again, I'm worried about bulk, but I think it'll be all right. So just put a little bulb pin in there, and then I'm going to take just a little piece of twine. I think, and just tie it along the top, which, I don't know. I'm looking in my little scrappy thing here. I don't know if I have any long enough. I may have to cut a piece off my big roll. Oh, that one's probably long enough. We'll try this one. And I'm not gonna tie it in a bow, I'm just gonna double tie it. Okay, and then our pocket goes in here. I mean, our card goes in the pocket here. And there we go. See, I kept it pretty flat for me. That's a pretty good accomplishment. So, if we look at it in our journal, get all my stuff out of the way. Say we're going to put it on this side. It would go down like that. And you could either flip it up to write on each of these, or you could unhook the bulb pin and take each of them off, or you could do them like this and write. And then of course you've got this card as well that you can take out, which I'm gonna have to put my bone folder in there, I think. Oh, no, that's pretty big. I bet if I rounded those corners, it would work better. Whoops, sorry about that. Because the corners won't be getting caught on everything. Still a little tight. There we go. So it would sit just like that. I'm liking it. That's our first official piece for this book. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And again, I will link the person's video that I watched, and I do apologize for not writing that down prior to starting the video. I kept telling myself to do it, and then I hit hit the record button and didn't do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope everybody continues to have a safe and happy holiday week. And I will be back on Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday, with another project. I don't know if it'll be in this one or if it will be in this one. I don't know how many of you saw me post this one on Instagram, but this is the other one that I'm working in right now, which is going to be a journal that is kind of exploring art and architecture. So I made these tags yesterday, and I think they turned out really cute. So I'm excited to work on both of these guys, and I hope you'll join me in the trip. And if you don't mind, please subscribe. I'm trying to build up in 2022. I'd like to get my subbies built up so that I can do more things for you guys on YouTube. And if you are a subscriber, thanks very much. I do appreciate it. So until Sunday.